We keep going. You do you.
Hello and welcome. Oh, uh-oh. Was that me?
That's me. That's me. That's me. Okay. Ignore me. Ignore me.
All right. We are trying to ignore you. Okay, now I'm hearing myself. This is bad. I got it. It's Monday morning, the first day of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm really trying hard to do things. You know what, Shannon? You're not the only one who thought it started like an hour or two ago. I got a message from Sarah this morning, and she was like, "We're supposed to start in like 15 minutes," and then I like panicked, jumped out of bed, or my version of jumping out of bed, and realized, no, I still got time. Oh, man. All right, so how's everybody doing? Ladies.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought you were talking to them.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm doing okay. I'm awake. I have not actually had any coffee today. I'm going to see how long I can make it before I need to have coffee.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. It's Monday, and I've already been up for 7 hours, so my day is going pretty good, and I'm really excited about this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish, so I'm pretty freaking excited right now.
You can. You got it, girl. I know you do.
Thank you.
You said that you've been up for 7 hours, and I was like, what? Then I remember. Yeah.
I get up at 5 AM EST.
Yeah, I used to be up early, and not so much anymore. I struggle to get out of bed before 8. Oh,
I miss those days.
Oh yeah.
I can't sleep in past like 6:30 because my body is so used to the schedule. I have to pee. Like I'll wake up at like 6:30 because my body's used to getting up at 5 and going pee. So I can't sleep past 6:30 even when I want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yep. 6:30 is sleeping in on the weekends for me because once I'm up, I'm up. There's no point in going back to bed.
Oh man, I used to love that. I used to love getting up like at 6. I would get up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I felt so productive. And I haven't been able to do that for about a year now. And I'm like, man. And then I wake up. And I feel like I wake up in the morning and I feel like I'm hungover, and I don't even drink. So yeah, it's terrible. It is terrible. That's why I keep telling people, I'm like, take care of your body. Okay. Don't break yourself, because trying to get yourself, once you break yourself, getting it fixed is a terrible thing. So
yeah, but I've got some things that have persisted for the last couple of years that I'm just ready to be done with, damn it.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's pretty much where I'm at. I went and did my nerve block, and after having a really bad reaction to it, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is horse shit. And the doctor was like, I think if you give it one more chance, it will be okay. So I agreed. So tomorrow I'm actually going in for another one. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. If I spend one day in bed, I will be happy. If I spend another 3 weeks in bed, I'm going to shoot somebody. I just can't do it anymore.
Somebody shall pay for my wasted time.
Jesse's already written 2,500 words today.
I know. She is on a roll. Ooh. Jessie, in the comments. Yeah. Or in the chat pad. Our chat pad.
Chat.
Yeah.
I gotta move that chat over.
Pretty impressive numbers.
Oh yeah. All right. So why don't we go ahead? We'll do our introductions, even though, most of everybody knows who we are already. But let's do it. Because it's
posterity's sake.
That's right. That's right. And we'll go ahead and let's talk, when you introduce yourself, we'll talk about what we're doing for Camp NaNoWriMo, because that's why we're here.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Amy Nobody. I'm assuming I'm going first because I have alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any social media or a website or anything because I don't use it. I'm a certified SEO consultant. I know, Kara, look at her tears, her disappointment. I am here, and I have been joining these live streams for the last couple of weeks, working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book. And that's what I'll be working on today. And that's my goal for Camp Nano April 2019 is to finish this rough draft. And I only have 9 scenes left to write, and I will be done.
Awesome.
So I have 30 days to write 9 scenes. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to make this goal, and I'm already excited about it. Yeah. So that's what I'll be working on today. And that's what I'll be working on for the rest of April, honestly. Even if I finish ahead, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into the editing. Yeah. So, yeah, that's me. That's my goal. And that's why I'm here joining you lovely ladies for some peer pressure, peer support, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we will definitely be using our app from hell.
Oh, God.
Except mine's not so bad. Mine's
evil. It hates me.
This weekend, I was playing D&D, not to be too much of a nerd, but there's this app that you can get on your phone, and now I'm the only person in my D&D group who is not using this app to keep, like, the stats on. Just so they have a second copy. A couple of them are just doing it so they have a second copy in case they forget their folder or something.
Is it D&D?
But I started talking all kinds of smack. I'm like, now I'm the only person in my little group of writers who's not using the Demon app. And now I'm the only nerd who's not using the D&D app. I refuse. I will not submit.
Is it the D&D Beyond app?
That sounds familiar, but I've refused to even look at it, so I can't be sure.
Okay. Because if she looks at it, then she's going to...
I know. Yeah. I don't want to see any positives. No, I refuse.
I've come to the conclusion that Amy is holding off on creating her social media so that once she finally does, she's going to have this massive influx of subscribers and likes and all this other stuff that she's just going to like jump to the head of the charts and everything.
A girl can only hope. I can only hope that if and when that day finally comes, that I will have a positive reception.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going to flounder around in the abyss of ones and zeros, and nobody's going to know the difference.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
Still sick. I'm sorry to be hacking in the background of your feed.
That's okay.
Anyways, that's my jazz.
All right.
Caro is next, alphabetically speaking. I got to get better at this.
Yep, I am Carol Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. I usually like to write about women kicking ass and taking names while being snarky. We're not talking about what we're doing here today, right?
I'm sorry, what?
We're not talking about what we're doing yet, right?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I am here to work on a novella, which I originally was going to have it as 30,000 words, but since Camp Nano is 50,000, I thought, what the fuck, I'll just make it 50,000. It takes place between book 1 and 2. I'm writing book 2 as well, but I'm pushing that to the back burner because I'm disgusted with it right now. So,
yeah.
With it.
I don't want to put a wrench in your plan or anything, but in Camp Nano, you get to choose what you set. It doesn't have to be 50,000 words like it is in November. You can adjust it. Like I'm doing pages because they didn't have scenes as an option. Mm-hmm. I just have 9 pages left to complete is what my goal is technically.
50,000 doesn't bother me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whew, that extra 20,000 is intimidating for me.
my books are usually anywhere between 100,000 to 120,000. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it. How about you, Dana? What are you going to be working on?
Yeah, Dana, tell us about you.
All right, so I'm Dana Gaulin. This is my channel, so you must know who I am, unless you're Shannon. And for some reason, this morning I got a notification that Shannon just recently became my newest subscriber. So yay, go Shannon! No. I know. I'm like, the other day I was like, oh my God, she loves me. And then this morning I woke up and my phone was like, new subscriber. I'm all, really? Who could it possibly be? And it's all Shannon. I'm like, oh. So, but I'm glad that she's here this morning and that she found me, because that would have been terrible. So anyway, I am here and I'm going to be writing a completely separate project from my The Awakening series, and it's called Deception of My Mind. And I'm really excited about it because I've been thinking about it for several months now, and I just haven't had the I've been wanting to write it, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. And so now for camp, I'm like, yes, it's going to get done. So hopefully by the time I'm done with camp, I'll be able to start editing it and get it out there, because I need something. And I also needed to take a break. Like, The Awakening 1 was so big and just so much stuff so much thought and effort went into it that I just needed like a mental break, I think. But at the same time, I keep telling myself I'm taking a mental break, and then I keep going back to it. Like, if for whatever reason it keeps gnawing at me. So like one chapter at a time, I'm like, all right. So
yeah.
All right. So what did she say? I don't know why. I know I subscribed a long time ago. Oh, I'm working on a separate story that it's going to be a completely separate from The Awakening. It's called The Deception of My Mind. Or not The Deception, it's just Deception of My Mind. It's about a woman who it's about a woman and her man, and they're adult party planners, and there's some stuff that goes on. It's a whodunit. Yeah. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna like describe it yet, especially not on YouTube. So So anyway, so we'll go ahead and get started. You want to do the 15 minutes?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I am ready.
Demon app.
Yes, mine is already chiming at me.
I will not submit. I will not.
I know. Shannon, I was actually considering doing like some short, like maybe not necessarily short stories. Maybe it will be short stories, but giving more of Cassius, because everybody seems to be more interested in him than in Mina, who the whole thing was supposed to be about her, but apparently he's the man. He really is. He really is. I took like all the finest qualities of a man and, shoved them into one Superman.
One stud muffin?
Yeah. So
baked them all into one stud muffin?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then I start thinking, and then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll just write some like short little offshoot stories of Cassius. But then I'm like, I don't want to get tired of him. But then I'm like, how could you get tired of a stud muffin like Cassius? I don't know. He'll come to me in a dream and I'll be like, all right, I gotta write. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That's time. So we'll take a break.
Okay. 428 words.
Did you say 748?
Oh, no. 428.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no. Not yet. I'm working on it.
I got 407 or 57.
Woohoo!
I got, hold on. I got 110. And
nice.
Yeah, that's kind of, well, so last night I went through this whole scene that I was going to write today. I was like outlining it. I'm all, this is going to be so awesome. And then this morning I'm sitting here reading and I'm like, this isn't going to work. Don't you? I'm all, don't you just love that?
I have been not struggling because I have not permitted myself to go back and to change anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I had this realization, there's these two characters and I've deliberately not told you which one is which. You just know that there's two names and then there's two unnamed people. And I realized that it's just a bit much. I can show you just one of those people and not tell you which person it is. And I think I'll get a better effect of the teasing because this person is much more involved. The other person's just kind of skating by. So I think it'll be more antagonizing for the audience if I show you this one very active, powerful, compelling character who's doing all this stuff and you don't get to know who it is until like a scene and a half before the end of the book. So I want so badly to go back and change these things that I've thought of, but I'm only 9 scenes away. So I won't let myself. So I know how you're feeling, like you've got that plan, and then you look at it all of a sudden, you're like, no, that's not going to work. That's not the best way. I got to rethink it.
Yeah. That's what editing's for. So when you go back and edit, you can make those changes and then save them and you can put those original thoughts on your Patreon page. Oh, so Stephen got 199.
That's good.
Yeah, and Shannon has a fantastic idea. She thinks I should do a short story about Cassius's brother. And you know what's funny? When I was writing The Awakening, the men were honestly like my afterthoughts. Like they were not. When I originally sat down and started doing The Awakening, it was all about Nina and how awesome she was supposed to be. And the men in my story were just kind of like, oh, yeah, we need some men. And, but yeah, that's, excuse me. That's okay, Jesse. But that's an excellent idea. And Alexi is definitely an interesting character. So I will have to, I'm going to put that in my brainstorming notepad here. Jessie wrote over, so she's just got a couple extra words in above us. But how did you do? So you wrote over a little bit, but how'd you do in the time frame that you were writing? That's what's the most important.
Your video is still off, Dana. I don't know if you know.
I was okay with seeing her picture.
Thank you for reminding me. I thought I turned it back on. I cleaned the
you on my treadmill?
The lens to the to my camera, so I thought I turned it back on. I know.
You're fine. I just figured I'd let you know just in case.
I do appreciate that. I do like the picture that I have on there. That's me and my favorite 17-year-old son.
Do you have multiple 17-year-old sons?
Well, I only I only brought one son into this world, and he used to be my favorite son. And then I inherited a son when I married my husband, and then I adopted my cousin. So now I have 3 sons, so I can't have a favorite son anymore. So now he can either be my
favorite 17-year-old son.
Yes, because I only have one 17-year-old son. Fortunately, they're all different ages. So I only have one son that's that age at the time. But he could be my favorite giant son, my favorite autistic son, my favorite 17-year-old son, my favorite son with straight teeth. I mean, he could be anything. So yeah, but all right. So 456 words. That's awesome. That's a really good start.
Yeah, it's really good.
But she's already she's past the 2,000 mark already today though. Yes, she is. She's already at, so she's almost at 3,000 words just today. That is amazing. Do you live in the future? I'm all. What continent do you reside on, Jesse? So, all right. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we can do another one.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay. I can't read it.
I know. I had to mute it. I'm in the process of printing a shipping label for freaking eBay. So sorry, guys. I got 0 words written. So how did you guys do?
I still have to math.
Okay.
Math is hard.
Actually, I can do that. I can tell you I got 295. Slow going, but still good.
Yeah. That's really good. My day just started, so I've actually got the rest of the day to get stuff done.
I've got so much going on. If I didn't have these streams that I have to sit down and work on this, I would not be getting to this. So I'm holding on to them tightly.
I only got 269 because I made the mistake of looking at what I wrote.
I hate it when that happens.
Hey, hold on one second, guys.
Okay.
I've got to.
Things.
Life happens when you're live, as Skye would say. Yeah, Carol, I've been really, really struggling with not going back and reading what I've written. It's really hard. Like, I was an editor for a little while, so I naturally want to. And, oh, man, it's hard. Are you one of those people who tries to completely avoid looking at it until the end, or do you just kind of get to it when you get to it?
You know, it's kind of weird because, like, what I used to do is I would write like a chapter and then I would go back and review it and make changes. And then, you know, obviously there were like huge hordes of people going, that's a bad idea. You have to stop doing that. And so like for book 2, I didn't do that at all. And I have to say that going through and doing the rewriting right now is really overwhelming because everything that I would have corrected as I went, I have to do it all in one go. And it's just like,
yeah.
So not doing that again.
Yeah. This is my first time ever trying, so I don't know, you know, like what works for me or what doesn't, but at least I'm moving forward since I'm not going back and rereading it. That's as good as I've got right now.
I'm not even gonna. I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. That's how bad this Monday is. Well, I got sidetracked. When I get distracted like that, I'm like, wait, what's going on? What day is it? So my husband is selling some stuff on eBay, and his he wants to get it shipped out, and the printer's right here next to my desk. So he's like,
right now.
I know. He's like, can you please print this label for me? And I'm all, what? I'm distracted. I'm like a squirrel. You can't distract me. Otherwise, I'm forever lost.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. It's okay. It's all right. We're supposed to know what we're doing. Well, I like to pretend that I know what I'm doing. And sometimes I pull it off fantastically, and sometimes I have days like today where I'm just like, you guys go ahead and converse amongst yourselves, and I'm just going to sit here looking pretty. That's how I got through high school. I just sat there and pretended like I knew what the hell was going on.
I wish I could have done that.
I never understood. I never could figure out how I had friends that, like, they never did anything, and they always had really excellent grades and were on sports teams and everything. And I'm like, man, it takes everything in me just to stay on track. How the hell are you guys screwing off the way that you do and still manage to be productive? What are you doing, Kat? She finally like perched and was being totally calm, and then she got petted And now that she's had some attention, now she's like pacing. She's trying to figure out what she's going to ruin this time. All right, cool. Shira, come on. Come on, Shira. You're such a pain in the ass. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get started on this. This is going to have to be my last writing sprint because I have to go to the post office. Yeah. So, all right, ladies. So let's go ahead and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's time.
Yeah.
It is definitely a Monday.
Yeah.
I'm all between husbands and cats, and now I have a son that is getting ready for school, and he's in and out, in and out. I'm like, man, this is a Monday. Loser gets a super wedgie.
Wait, why are we having wedgies?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Allison Sharp says rock, paper, scissors. Loser gets a super wedgie.
I'm gonna have to pass on that, Allison.
Yeah. I'm really not into wedgies. That kind of thing. That's hurting. Hello, Tegan. How are you? Oh, and Steven's finally figured out the title of his book.
Oh, that's good.
Are you going to share your title? Or are you going to make it a surprise? How are you going to let the world know what you've decided on?
I got 356.
I'm like, where did my calculator go? All right, so miraculously, I pulled off 184 words. But for a little while there, I was typing with one hand because I had Shira who decided she needed to come in and, be wonderful. And Jessie did 456. Man, she is on a roll. And Stephen did 200.
Nice.
And Tegan is asking how we are doing today. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a little bit pooped.
Yeah.
I'm actually having a pretty decent Monday. I think I might be the only one though. Well, I don't know. Those word counts in the bottom are pretty high. Jesse's doing something right today.
Yeah, my dude's going well. I can't complain. I shouldn't. It's not a bad day. It's just a Monday. Holy cow, 4,226. You should join Alina tomorrow. She's doing 10K Tuesday, which I think is very ambitious, but at the same time, it's a little, it's intimidating. When her and her friend decided to do 10K Tuesday, I was like, you guys are nuts.
I'm just going to root from the sidelines. That's all I've got to offer.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, what happened? All right, so, but I am going to have to wrap it up because I need to go take care of this and, I have to do some wife stuff. I have to be the grown-up today. Go figure.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll do what we did in the beginning, except this time we will say goodbye at the end.
Okay. So that's me first, I guess.
Yep.
I am Amy Nobody. I don't have any social media or website or anything. I don't use it. Yes, Carol, I see the tears. I'm working on my rough draft, and regardless of what happens, I'm going to finish it in April for my Camp Nano project. I'm gonna do it. I've only got 9 scenes left. So, that's what I'm working on. That's who I am, and I don't have any links or anything to share. Yeah. So, thank you for having me. I intend to be here for the rest of the month.
Awesome.
I'm Kara Brown. I am urban fantasy author. I like to write about badass women kicking ass, taking names, and drinking too much vodka. I am currently working on a novella between book 1 and 2 because I need a break from book 2 right now. And that actually has to do with the fairy overcoming PTSD, and it's more for my own sick interest in that. But I'm liking it so far. So
I know the demon app is like, come on, get back to work. I can't. Okay. I know. I'm like,
That's all I have to say.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what, app? You don't have a life, okay? You just live in a phone and you do nothing. So shut your mouth.
Okay, that's me. That's me.
I know. Oh man. No, I'm you based on what little hints you have given, you've definitely spiked my attention. Did you talk about your newsletter? Because they need to go over there and make sure that they get on top of your newsletter and get that little short story.
Oh yeah, I do have a short story. If anybody's interested, you can either pay 99 cents for it on Amazon, or you can get a free copy of it in my newsletter, whichever one you decide to do. It's 99 cents. So it's really just to kind of introduce you to my writing style and the world I'm writing about, and the main character I have, or main characters technically too. But yeah, so
yeah.
Find that
again, carobrown.com.
Yep, that's me.
I know. I'm like, but a 99 cents gets you a coffee of any size on Manic Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it? Finally Friday at Circle K, they have Manic Monday, $1 coffees. And then on Fridays, it's Finally Friday, $1 coffee, any size. Yeah. So, all right. So I guess it's my turn. So, yeah, you are here because you know who I am. If you're not here because you know who I am, I guess I'm Dana, and you can go to my website, DanaGaulinWrites.com. And on Wednesday, I promise that I am going to be a hell of a lot more livelier, and we will probably go on for an hour and a half to 2 hours, because that's normally what we do. I just can't do the words today, and I have to go grown up. So anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure that you subscribe, because we can get kind of crazy around these pots. And Shannon, what did she write? Oh, today Shannon's doing grown-up stuff with me today. At least I'm not the only one. Thank you, Shannon. Grown-ups unite on frickin' Monday. No. So
we need some hand-holding.
I know, absolutely. All right, well, thank you so much for being here today, and we will see you guys tomorrow, right? Is Skye doing her live tomorrow?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, well, if Skye is in the comments, let us know if you're doing it. If not, we'll figure something out. We'll get a live going tomorrow. So
I know right now she's busy. I don't think she's in the comments because she's got something going on right now, but we'll check it out in the group chat just to make sure in a little while.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, then I will see you ladies tomorrow. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.